Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Car Dealer Simulator. I hope you're having a great day today. So, this hunk of junk here is going to be my sleeper. Right. Now, first we got to, fix it up. But this is going to be my new race car, at least for a little bit. And we're going to start putting performance parts into cars a bit more. We're going to start putting a bit more design choices into cars. Selling a volume doesn't really matter so much as selling something that's cool and stylish at this point when it comes to, kind of like the enjoyment of playing the game. This thing runs pretty well too, I guess. But so for now, I'm just going to set it over here and, something for the guy to do once he clocks in. Parts machines over here doing their thing. They're going to be wrapping things up pretty soon here. We got lots of parts that are green. There's still quite a few to fix up, to be honest, and I've got a bunch of stuff queued up. So I did say I was going to come back once the problems were fixed. We haven't really isolated what those problems are. I'm not the only one reporting stuff like this, though, so there must be something going on. If I had to guess, I'd say it's a combination of something that has to do with my computer running and just the sheer size of the save files in this game are kind of ridiculous. And it's because of how photos are saved. And when you share a save with somebody in this game, like when I share the save with the devs, I got to send the whole folder. You got to send every save file and all of the photos and stuff that have come. Like it's really bloated. I really hope they consider some kind of change. It might take a lot of work for the back end for the save system, but yeah. Anyway, so I've got a bunch of cars queued up here, including my previous race car, which I still plan to put full racing parts in and have this be like the main one. But it needs polished now, and it needs just some extra parts in it, right? We're unlocking things like race parts and things like that. So if I take a look at, first, let's go in and make sure my bills are paid. They are. If I go into my parts store here, if we scroll down, right, we now have access to, man, I wish this interface would go. I keep wanting to scroll everything down to fill the whole window with this, and it's just not possible. So like all of this is just totally wasted space. Like I want to scroll the whole thing down. So we have access to sport racing brakes now, right? It was what it was, just the racing brakes and the discs, as I believe what it was right here. Yeah, brake discs. So we're going to put those onto our actual race car here, and then also the racing brake calipers. We're going to put those onto the car here too. And then I want to have a bunch of the sport ones, so we'll get like 3 cars worth on that, and we'll also get 3 cars worth on this too. And then maybe some sport radiators. I don't know, we can get like 6 of those, I suppose, and maybe like 12 of these pins. Yeah, that's fine. 12 of these pins is good. With the idea that we're going to be placing these inside other cars, and I think this is supposed to raise fame. From my understanding is putting these tuned parts in cars raises your fame too. So we're gonna work on that. Let me just get the full order in here. Get that delivered. So we're gonna work on that. And the sleeper racer, will probably do that myself. This one here, I'm going to do it myself too. And actually, let me just double check the scanner really quick in this. Yeah, so like all of these are going to get swapped out for racing parts anyway, so I don't really need him to replace them. But I'm going to have them replaced with 100% parts anyway, just to cover the whole thing, because it's very easy for me to just flip that in and do it. And then after they're done, then I'm going to take it and swap out the parts that are racing parts. It's the same amount of time for me. But it just makes sure that everything else is good, because if I put this car in, I don't know how this works, right? So if I put racing parts in here, it doesn't tell you. Like right now it has sport parts in it, but you don't see any reference to sport parts. But it has every sport part that's available to me is in this car. You just simply don't see that, which is a problem. Like it just, like they got the left and right here, that's good, but they don't have that it's sport or racing, right? So it'd be nice to see that. A really cool way to do that, in my opinion, would just be to change the color of the text. You don't even have to add more text, because I can understand how the text could get kind of like, hey, that's a mouthful. Have racing shock absorber right front, right? But if you change the text, like let's say, for example, if it's a sport part, it highlights yellow, Maybe yellow is considered bad or whatever. I don't know. But the point is, like, maybe you go blue for sport and like purple for racing, or orange for racing, and, you know, yellow for sport. Or whatever. You can use this dial here even if you want. But the point is, if you change the color of the text to denote that it's a certain type of part, that could be easy to do, and you wouldn't have to add any extra text that way. But in any case, that's how everything is queued up. So we're gonna head over to my computer here. I've got enough cars at the moment. I don't need any more cars. And I feel like the other part of it is maybe I was near the vehicle limit. I don't think I was, but maybe I was near the vehicle limit. And then by racing for pinks, it added like an extra car that somehow messed up the vehicle limit. That's something that could be a thing. The latest patch doesn't allow you to do that. Doesn't allow people to mess that up. So should be okay. And then I've also taken some advice from you guys too, and slightly downgraded my graphics in the game. So I've all but removed anti-aliasing entirely, and which is fine. Like at 4K, you really don't need anti-aliasing anyway. But the game automatically put it at epic, so it's kind of, maybe that was part of it. I'm just trying to like spitball, like, why would anything be happening? Total lockups would not be happening for anti-aliasing, but like general frame rate problems could be a thing. So. Anyway, there's the delivery for that over there. And this is normally the vehicle that I would do that with. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We're just going to grab, I guess, a couple of boxes and just do that. And then as people come and buy these cars, we're just not going to replace them. So I'm going to try to have less cars. Oh, I definitely need another car to do this with. Yeah, I definitely need something else to do this with, because this isn't great. Just pop all of those in there, I guess. And I'm wondering if, yeah, they're already getting done with the cars. So let me do this really quick. We're gonna set you up, tell you to do your thing. So replace all, yes, and replace all, yes. One of you guys were also talking about how I should place the right people in these departments, and like having the fastest person in the body shop, because the fastest person, like, because it's the bottleneck. So I should put the fastest person in here. So I might look at doing that. If I take a look at my tablet really quick, just to see who's employed, it's been a bit for me, right? So I don't have Paul. Paul is pretty fast as far as I'm aware. Paul is pretty good. I believe I have Johnny and Tyler in, no, I have Ethan. Ethan and Tyler, I think, are currently in, well, I can just look, right? Workstations, yeah. Tyler's a mechanical and Ethan's a mechanical. That's pretty good. But if I wanted, maybe Tyler should go in the body shop, because right now the body shop is by 15 per hour, right? So if you put the person who gets paid the most, they are the fastest. And so that was something that was brought up to me. So I'll take a look at that too. Okay, you being done is nice. And we're going to start putting, like, you know, performance parts and paint, custom paint, bumpers, etc. on pretty much any car that we can. The issue with it really for me is that if we were going for volume, then you have to do all of those yourself. Like, that's a manual process. You have to do all of them yourself. And so that's generally why I haven't been doing it, because it slows down the pace. But now that we have so much money, it kind of doesn't matter, right? So I think what we're going to do as a goal is to have, probably take a break on selling cars, honestly. And we're going to have all of the cars on the lot. I want to fill the entire lot and the showroom, fill it up with cars that have like all the customizations and stuff, have different body parts, have different, you know, side skirts, have underglow lighting and different paint jobs, and just really get into that now, because we can. We have so much financial stability to where it's very, very easy to do that. All right, I need a good trunk. I don't have a good trunk space, but this will have to do for now. Just because you move, and I need you over here to get these parts in there. All right, just load this up as much as I can anyway. So we'll put you in the trunk. Oh, hi. Yeah, have one of these. Got one of these gizmos. Hold on. Let's do the thing, huh? Unlock it. See what you got in there. Okay, that is some cheap ring, walkie-talkie, acoustic guitar. Okay. Now put this in the trunk. And can I fit this box in there too? I cannot, but it's on my person. So I guess I can't put it in my own inventory, right? Yeah. Put it in my own inventory. And then we'll bring it over here. I will say I've tested it out for about an hour. And I haven't noticed, and that's the reason why I'm recording, is I haven't noticed that issue in about an hour. So part of it could have, like I said, could have been like a one-timer thing and just like unfortunate that it was on video. And then the other part of it could be that it just happens after a certain amount of playtime. Because that day I was playing for quite a while, and which leads me back to like save file bloat and stuff. And maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know that, right? I'm not a programmer, but I'm just kind of thinking out loud what it could be. Oh, you just have nothing in there. Wow. Okay, well, we'll get the parts and we'll do the thing. There. All right, let's get you back over to the job that we need to do. So we have racing parts now to put into our actual race car. And I think I'm going to have this one going first because I can. Let's have you go towards body shop. And then I think what I'm going to do is, since everybody is kind of done, right? They're all waiting at the moment. So let's do an employee shuffle here really quick. So I want to go into my employees. Let's just unassign everybody right now, except for the office worker. I think Sophie's all right in there. It's fine. Okay, so I'm going to say that Bardic is fine to put on the gas pump, because that's a very simple job and we're not there very often. So he's fine there. Then we want the $20 an hour guy to be our body shop guy. Then we want, I think, James. I think I need to fire somebody so I can get Paul in here. So I'm thinking James, I pay you, and then I hire Paul in your place because you're just better at this, right? And then Paul, you're going to go into mechanical along with Ethan. Just let me see really quick. Yeah, along with Ethan. So we go Ethan there. And then the car wash will be Johnny and Karen. Like that. Okay. So now that we have that, let's bring this car around so that it can be put into wash. So I can get everybody queued up to like auto do things again. So I want you to do this with auto execute. There we go. And then I'm going to put you... actually, this is good now, isn't it? It already has the body work, doesn't it? Yeah. So this just needs the polish. So we can do the other car wash bay. So we'll put you here like this. And then again, we go auto execute, done. All right. And then I'm going to get this car because it just needs some body work. Very light body work on this one. And I can get you on auto execute as well. So 27 seconds. This was already at 87%. So it's not an indication of just how much faster he really is, but let's pull in the one that's sitting outside first through here. This is like another car wash subject, right? I want this one first. So let's put this one in here like this. Okay. And then I want you to, again, replace all like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell him to replace all racing on this. And maybe I can have other people do it. I don't have to do it, but I'd be nice to do that. Hi there. So about the car. See, the thing is, I think I'm probably not caring so much about how much you give me anymore. So I'm just going to accept it. Like I'm basically negotiate 3 times, and whenever you're at, that's what we're going to sell it for. Because I don't need the money anymore, right? So we'll negotiate it that high, and then we'll come down like this, and then we'll come down like this, and then that's the amount we sell it for. Easy. Okay. Do you want this? No, not yet. Okay. Let's really quickly go into changing this, and we'll get whatever is pretty high value. We'll put that in there. Am I going to have like all black cars in here? Seems to be the higher end ones. This one's yellow. Let's put the yellow one. This is a gold one. We'll put the gold one in here just to give it some color. Hey, you want this? This truck? Starting at 109. That's cool. 131. 146. and 150 basically. There you go.
Okay.
Let's get another colorful one in here. How about something that has good value though? Gray, silver. That is not silver. The original color was silver, but this one is not silver. It's okay though. You want this one. Cool. We're just selling these really quickly now, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to kind of clear the lot, and we can start putting a lot of custom stuff in. We can shut down sales for a bit to kind of focus on that. And then this just gives me the money that I need to like make sure I have the parts and everything for it. So now we went from like an all black car lot to lots of color in here. That's good. We have an email as well. And this one is an off-road race. Another off-road race available. Okay, cool. Somebody also wanted me to like clean up my inbox. I mean, I guess it's if that really bugs you. Here, I did it. The little things, man. Now, I wonder if this is it. So there is a new task that these guys can ask of us now. As of this patch, we get a different kind of job. This is 109,000 though. And so this is 100. He wants 116. That's a lot. That's a lot. And I don't need it. So I'm going to reject it. But there's another type of job that people can come in with now. And it's a tuning job. So people might come in with their car and request that I tune the car. That is to say, I upgrade the car and then give it back to them. That's the next step, right? Wait. You're just, hold on. You're giving me what I asked. Never mind. I'm like, wait a minute. I can't negotiate this. You're already at my price. Yeah, that's fine. Good. I mean, I was going to work with her, but you know, she wants to give me exactly what I asked. That's great. There you go. All right, so kind of clearing off the lot, right? And then we're going to start doing some extra custom stuff here in a second. So this one needs body work for sure. Let's bring this over. This one, now we're going to back this up and put it into the car wash before getting it into mechanical. And then this one is done now with everything. So I can pull this one out of the way. And we're just going to set it back here because it is going to get tricked out, okay? Now, one of the things I wish we had were parking spaces that we could attach from here that would queue cars up into here. And then I could just have them auto brought in. So think of it like the designated parking spaces that are in that back lot right there, how they're kind of like attached to the lot, immovable objects. They're like there, right? The game has them registered in that specific spot. It'd be nice to have that here too. And then what I would like to see as a cool feature for people who want to trick out a lot of cars is to be able to come in here and from the laptop be able to select which car we want to do. And it would pull it out of those spots and bring it right in here for me. So I can do this, trick it out. Cool. Awesome. It's good. We applied the changes. Great. I want to do this car now. Boom. It just does it. It moves that car to that spot, swaps the spot to the next car. And we could just stay here and trick out the cars without having to go out and move them over and over and over and over and over again, right? Because it's another one of those barriers that makes me like not really all that excited to trick out all these cars over and over again. It's not about the parts. It's about just having to move them all the time. And, you know, that's just another quality of life thing that I think would be really great is to have dedicated spaces right there. There's plenty of space for it that we could do that with. So that's my mini request anyway. All right, so this needs body work. So let's bring this in. No, I'm kind of skipping ahead and skipping which cars go where and everything, but that's okay. That's kind of my style. I got my own system that people don't necessarily understand, you know? Sometimes my system is going to be good enough for me. Sometimes it's not, but today it is. My system is good enough for me. Anyone want to buy one of my cars? No? Nothing in here? There is a customer waiting somewhere. Right here. The big van. Hello, hello. You're just going to accept what I... Yep. Cool. Yeah, we're clearing it out. Yeah, reputation's going up too, you know, a little bit. But it's really about fame now at this point. Also, some people were saying things like, you know, you can sell it on installment now. You can sell it on installment now. I've already brought that up a couple of times in videos. I know sometimes maybe you guys don't see it because you watch it like 4 times speed or whatever. But we do have people doing things like that. This Cavallero was sold that way. The Off-Rider Summit was sold that way. And then all of my listings right now, I believe, all of my ads are allowing that. So like the Phantom Gale, for example, we can available for installments, right? Like all of these things are marked for that. So if they choose to do them that way, then they can. Otherwise, they just pay me, you know, for the car. They just give me the full amount, which is generally better for me to get the full amount. But I mean, I guess if there is, you know, an interest rate and I'm getting more money overall for the car, then sure. But yeah, again, money doesn't really matter at this point. So let's pull this up and get it ready for mechanical on that side like that. You're ready for mechanical, and then you are ready for body, and then you are done now. So we're going to bring in another car from there, probably. What about you? I put you back here, but you need mechanical. If you need washed, I don't know if you do, but if you need washed, you can stop here right now and get washed. It's already done? Nope, it isn't. Okay. This one is, though. And then this is the yellow car behind us is going to go into this one. So this already has fuel, so we'll just park it right here really quick and see if he puts... Oh, I think I need to... Yeah, nothing to do on this vehicle. Auto execute. All right, good. This one's got nothing to do. Great. So we'll just park this over here somewhere. Again, we're going to be adding some things to all these cars. So I'm not... Basically, my new goal is I'm not going to sell any vehicles that aren't tuned because I want to get the fame up, right? So no vehicles that aren't tuned in some way. Maybe not like like racing tuning on every car or something, you know, but they're at least going to have like custom bumpers or paint jobs. I'll put stripes and decals and those types of things, right? We're going to start showing off what our place is capable of, right? Okay, now I need to pull way over here and then turn again because this is an extreme angle. Originally, it was going to go in the other bay, but it's fine. I'm just going to do it like this, and then I need to back you up. You're a little bit too close. There we go. Just want to get this out of the way. There we go. I just pull you back over here and get you out of the way. There we go. So replace all. Done. And then you're good to go already, right? I already did this. To replace all on you? I did. Okay, so you need to go back to tires. And then what I'm going to do, just to make sure that Bartik's doing this. He is indeed. What I'm going to do here is take my race car and I'm going to tell Paul here. I think it's Paul. I forget who it is. It's one of those two guys, right? I'm going to have you put racing parts. Replace all. Now, I don't have race, but these are labeled as race. All these are. And then I don't see any sport anywhere in here. So like that's where replacing from sport first, right? So sport first. Now everything goes to sport. And that's these other parts here too. So I just know what I have available for sport. And then we'll replace race. And then anything else. So the steps that you really got to do, which is, it's annoying. You basically replace all with default so that you have 100% in the parts that you don't have that are sport. Then you have to do replace all sport so that it replaces all the sport parts, and then replace all race so that it replaces all the race parts. What I wish you could do really easily is just say replace all race, and it would just replace all the parts you have up to the race tier. But in this case, I've tried it. It's not, maybe it's just me, I don't know, but like it should replace, for example, if I say replace all race, and all I have is a sport radiator, I don't have a racing radiator, it should put the sport radiator in there, you know, because it's like up to race, but it doesn't actually label that, right? So it's treating it like a separate part instead of an extra tier. But in any case, it doesn't matter. So there's that, and then you go in here for body shop work as well. All right, and then you are now ready to go back here and be queued for some additional shenanigans later. No, you need body work. I see body work in your future, which, you know what, this is done already because it was almost done anyway. So now you can go back there. And then just going to wrap this up really quick with body work on this car. Oh, my eyes are very annoying. I've been experiencing, I think it's like some kind of infection, like an eye infection kind of thing. But like my eyes have been watering like nonstop. Like I'm basically crying all the time for the last going on almost 72 hours here. It's been pretty annoying. Just one eye, and then now it's starting to do it in the other. So I think it's like that. It's not pink eye. It's not that. I don't have that. It's just red and itchy, or red and achy or whatever, right? But it doesn't seem to be contagious anyway, since none of my family has it. So I don't know. It's annoying, but it just means that like every once in a while I just have to stop recording and clear my system out, because you know how when you're oops, don't do this. You know how when you're no, not this. I did all the sport parts already. So let me scan this really quick. Make sure we have all these things done. Okay, so you see how it didn't replace the shock absorber, right? And it didn't replace the engine. It should replace all up to that tier is what I would like to see, because it didn't replace the clutch either. So now if I say car boss, if I say replace all default, now it's going to go and replace the sport parts with regular parts. Right? So I don't want to do that either. So what I want to do, of course, is race. So now it's going to replace all the sport brakes with race brakes, but it doesn't replace the bad sport shock, right? Or it doesn't replace the engine. So I have to manually go in and say, actually, I want 100% engine here. I have to take this clutch and say, no, I want 100% clutch. So that's my request on this as well, is like have them be tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. And when I say give this car tier 3 parts, replace all, if it doesn't have a tier 3 part, it should look for a tier 2 part and use that instead. Or it should then look for a tier 1 part and use that instead. It just makes sense to me. Because you're going to need the part in there anyway. And if you're looking for race parts, then chances are you're looking for the highest quality parts you can put in. So yeah. That's all I'm going to say about that now. Okay, so you are done now, right? Except for maybe tires. No, you already have the tires. Yeah, we already did all that with you. Okay, cool. So now we go in and put you back here. And I actually might just go ahead and put you in here now. Just so we have one car in here ready to go, ready to start. There we go. I was also asked about these. Like, you have 2 of these, can't you? No, these are completely useless. The whole place is useless except for this tiny little platform. It's disappointing, but maybe they have plans for expansion, right? Maybe there's something that's supposed to work in the future that they just haven't developed yet, and that building will be way more useful later. I certainly hope so. Everything is done with this. That's going to be fun to do. Sporty cars like this. Well, sure, Charlie, let's just do that same thing again where you hit S to hit the brakes, but you're already going backwards. Yeah, that's the thing I'm doing. Don't worry, that doesn't happen in real life. Never happens. I never do that. All right, so now we have some racing parts in here. I kind of want to see, how does this stop now? Okay. Hang on. Racing brakes, okay? I will say it's definitely noticeable. There is a difference. I still don't think it's good enough to be really qualified as your top tier racing brakes, but you kind of have to use spacebar as well. You kind of have to hit the parking brake at the same time. But if you hit the parking brake at the same time, if you handbrake that, then you're good there, I guess. Not bad. It's an improvement. There's an improvement there. I'll give it to you. There's an improvement there. I'm not disappointed with the improvement. It's all right. All right. All right. Cool. Let me take a quick break with you guys, and I'll be right back once I've organized the cars a little bit more. I had customers on like 5 more cars, and I just didn't come out here in time. But it's okay. I'm busy doing things that are more important to me. Is what I'm busy doing. So, like getting things into mechanical when they should be. You are done, right? Yeah, you're done with mechanical, and you need mechanical. That's what I was waiting for. Yeah. You're the one that needs it. There we go. And then you replace all with race? No. default for now. And then again, I said default, but now it's going to put sport brakes in here, right? So that's interesting because now it's actually going to put the sport brakes into something that I didn't want it to put it into, which I guess all of them are going to get tuned at this point, so I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, so it's just weird. Like it has default there, but it was going to put sport brakes in, which it shouldn't do. And then when you say race, and it doesn't put sport stuff in. So if you don't have race available, I feel like it should work the opposite way, but it's all right. Whatever. Let's get you into the wash. And then you're ready to go for customizations as well. So I'll get a few cars queued up here that are ready. I mean, I kind of already have a few, but we're gonna have some fun with this in the second half of this video. So I'll let you guys see that once I'm done here. Let's just get the last mechanics work started here before the end of the day. Wow, I really cannot turn this car. You know what? It's green. That's good enough. Replace everything. Go. All right, this dude's giving me a truck, maybe? Don't know. Let's go ahead and scan it. We've got a whole bunch of stuff to do on this. 64.6 is what it's worth. And they want it for 68. It's not great, but it's something else that I can maybe tune up and stuff, but it's just not. Yeah, it's I mean, I know the money doesn't matter, but I've got enough cars is the thing. So like, unless I'm going to make money on it, then fine, but I've got enough cars. So we have this guy who wants to give me this much. Let's go like here, 55. Let's go down to 64, and we'll go 70. So 66, 540 is where you are on this. That's just 27% markup. So that's not great. That's not a great price, but I'm just going to accept it anyway because it's like whatever at this point. All right, so let's take a really quick look here. This car's done. It just needs the tire pressure stuff, but otherwise it's done. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of customizations are available for this vehicle too, as far as bumpers and how that stuff all looks. So we'll go ahead and put it right here. And we'll just save that for later. I don't need that many because we have all of these to work on right here too. All of these, and then also the one that's already in there, ready to go as well. And then this one is done, I think. Doesn't need cleaned, or does it? Are you good? Yeah, you're also just tire pressure. Okay. And then fuel, I guess. I'll put you in the fuel spot. I can start you with fuel as a requirement. And then you're done. You just don't have the racing parts, but you're already, custom. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably do a few races. I think I will. I think I'll do a few races tonight just to make sure it's not locking up. I don't need to, I'm not going to bother like showing you guys the races. It's obviously I'm going to win it, right? It's not a big deal, especially with now that I have racing brakes and everything in there, but yeah, it's okay. But what I want to do with you guys is the custom work. I want to see what kind of options are for various different vehicles. I have pretty much the whole lot cleared. There's a green car out there. Let me just put that green one in here for the sake of the color. Green. There we go. So now we have a very colorful showroom. Yeah, pretty much. There's just these 4 left, and then everything is like these guys have nothing to do from there, right? Which is good. Also, before we get going with customization on these cars, I just wanted to point out something that I just noticed. It's a pretty cool detail. So you see how that tire right there is over on top of the concrete? That one there too, and that one there too, right? Firmly, like not clipping through the ground, right? That one is clipping through the ground. That one is the only tire in this car that does not have the tire pressure appropriate. I just thought that was an interesting thing. Like if you see tires clipping through the ground, those ones are the ones that don't have it proper, and they seem like they clip in the ground proportionate to how little air they have. It's kind of interesting. This one is really low, right? So take a look at this tire we've been talking about, right? So if I grab this and put it here, and I pump that up to 2.9 where it's supposed to be, you're going to notice that graphically, it's no longer clipping into the ground, which I just feel like is really cool. So if I get back in the car now and drive, the tire is no longer doing that. You have to get back in the car for it to update, but like it's no longer doing that. I think it's kind of cool. All right, so like these tires here, we saw the scan on this car, right? Just refreshing. I'm just like admiring certain attentions, like certain details, right, that I didn't notice before. So 1, 2, and 1, 7 like this, the back rear tires are the worst, right? And so if I take the tire pressure here and I just pop this into the green zone where it goes, it's like it's gonna be 2.5, right? Yeah, so like bring it in there where it's supposed to be. And do the same thing to these two back tires. I know it's gonna be nighttime now, so it'll be harder to see it, but all right. So these two tires in the back now are great, and the two front ones are a little bit low. And so if I was to drive this just a little bit, you see how the car kind of popped up, almost, you know, it kind of like reset itself. Right. So I know it's a little dark now, but you can see this tire is clearly above the concrete, not clipping, but that one is still clipping a little bit. And so it looks like to display this, they didn't make the tire. I'm just thinking like from like development, right? It doesn't look like they made the tire actually flattened. They just made it clip into the ground a little bit, which has a very similar aesthetic. So I just like, I'm appreciating that little detail that I didn't notice. And so hats off on that one. That's kind of cool. So now when I'm going and doing air in these tires, I don't really need to wonder which tire it was. You could just like look at the car and you can just tell, like in real life, you could just tell when your tires are, you know, a little bit flat. If they're that flat, right? You could just tell. Well, that's what we got going on here. Okay, so both of these cars are ready for customizations. They need a little bit of fuel, but that's fine. All these cars here are ready to go. So what we're going to do is we got them lined up. That's enough for now. Let's go in here and see what we can do to this car. Okay, so I think... I don't know about the fame element of it, but like if we change things like the steering wheel and stuff, it would be nice if I could see this from the interior view, since this is an interior thing. But I think I need to go to upholstery, and it's still not showing it to me. What? Wait a minute. Why isn't that showing me like from the inside? I don't think that's working correctly. I'm looking at the tooltips down here, and this should be displaying interior from the interior, I thought, but maybe they changed it so you could see the outside of the car, or maybe it's only on certain cars. But it's actually quite difficult to see that steering wheel change where this is. Like it's like actually kind of impossible to see any change happening here. So that's unfortunate. But if I go to upholstery, it rotates it, so it's like impossible to actually see the changes. Man, what a drag. So hold on. If I just do it, like let's say now I can't use the, okay, hang on. And it is glitched. It is locked in place. Reset vehicle. It is unable to be reset. Oh, okay. And now I can get out, but it's still floating. And I can't actually do... Oh, okay. This is a Zen Motors Ascend. And I want to get this vehicle back. This is why this video might be the last video. I just have to wait for things to actually be fixed. I keep running into bugs that prevent a fluid gameplay experience, and when that happens, you just have to stop playing. You know that there's nothing else you can do. Zen Motors is a sedan 2010, and it's blue. So if I was to go to my tablet, find the vehicles, this is the Zen Motors. This is the blue one, 2010 reset, and that should put it back on the lot. And now I can drive it. I still cannot drive it. It is immovable. I can't actually move it. Well, maybe I can ram it. I mean, maybe I can ram it. And if I move it off of that spot, but the thing is, if I move it off that spot, I won't be able to sell it. It's actually in the spot to sell it right now. I'm just going to sell it. I'm just going to sell it where it is. I mean, otherwise it's just going to have to be reset again, but I kind of want to see if I can move it. You know, I want to see if that's something that'll let me do. So maybe we go in and save really quick. I'll do this my second backup save, I guess. I have multiple backups now, just, you know, because things happening. Now, it's not for sale, so I should be able to ram it. I just want to show you. If you have it listed for sale, it is an immovable object. You cannot move this. There's no ramming, no amount of stuff you do to this is going to change it. So it was not the racers running into my cars in the lot. However, this car is not for sale, and it is still immovable. So this thing is actually just completely bugged. Okay. Well, maybe if I list it for sale and then delist it, I mean, got to try something, right? So if I go into list this thing for sale with the pathetic photos I got, just whatever, doesn't matter. Now it's for sale. Does it get a tag on the window? It does. Okay. So open. All right. If it gets a tag on the window, then can I now remove it for sale? It should reset the status of the car, hopefully, and I can move it now. Yes. Okay. That is the fix. But it's clear that this car is just unable to... I mean, I kind of wanted to see if there's a way. Like, I was trying to see the interior, and it was just glitching out, right? So if I try it again, this time we're just going to add things to it and see if it works, right? So front bumper, we can have something like this we've already done. So I can just add something sporty, even though it... Ooh, this looks better. I like it because it's different. I have the money. Let's just do it. All right. So we have that. Yes, I want to save changes. All right. So spoiler. I mean, why not, right? Why not add one? Not that one. That's... No, it's going to be this one, right? So we buy the spoiler for this car. Then the side skirts, we maybe get... Yeah, that's neat. This one's already kind of free. Not that I care about the money, so why not just buy every option? You know, why not? This is fine. We can do this one. And then we want the rear bumper, which I think looks good already, but I kind of wish I could make it, well, make it blue is what I was going to say. Let's just get the different one, all right? Make it kind of go with the other one. The hood. Let's see what we got for hood options here. No, that's not necessary. This is kind of interesting. This at least has an aesthetic that like, you can actually see a difference with. So, okay, we'll do that. And then the wheels. I don't think I'm going to like any of the wheels. Like, these are all very thick tires. Where are my low pros at? Well, my low pros are the stock wheel. That's the only way to get the low pros in this. Like, I don't know, they didn't think about that somehow for a game with sports cars. Okay. Interior. Now I get the interior view. Okay. So upholstery. I mean, we could go blue on blue, but I kind of feel like that orange and blue vibe, right? I'm still digging orange and blue, but we can go backwards with this one. Maybe orange and blue is going to be just like our theme. This is our mark on the car, right? I am happy to see it actually working now, though. That's nice. So the stock wheel and this one look very similar. It's pretty much the exact same wheel. It's just a tiny bit bigger here, which is not that great. And then it removes the logo. This one is interesting, but weird shapes. Just weird shapes. This is... No, this could work. It kind of works with the interior, the upholstery. We can buy this one for a second, but then I want to see if I can... like, this is all orange, but it didn't change the dashboard at all. Oh, is this custom color? Oh, we have to buy that. Oh, yeah. We have to buy that. Oh, yeah. Custom colors, man. Oh, good. I mean, the thing is, right? If you buy this, the custom color one, then what do you need any of these for? I don't think you need any of these. If you buy the custom color one, then you just get whatever you want with one purchase, don't you? I still like the orange in this particular instance, but is it a way to, I guess, save a color? Maybe there's no way to save a color. So you get a consistent color this way. But it didn't change this. That's like an ugly dashboard, though. which that sucks, but that's just kind of how that is for this car. I'm going to keep the stock wheel on this one. And then gadgets wise, I don't know. We can put skulls, the little bobblehead dude. Ooh, it's like a Harry Potter thing, yeah? Like a wizard on a broomstick. That's neat. I mean, we should just buy all of these. We have the money to do this. We should just buy them all and then just choose what we like, I guess. So let's go Hula Girl here for this one. And then there's a little... I don't want to go too heavy on that. I think we'll just leave that alone. And then maybe the mirror. You can buy all the mirror options too. And let's put in... That's kind of interesting. The dice looks cool. I'm gonna put this guy. I mean, that's a lot of movement in the dash, but I wouldn't ever do this. I'm a clean car guy. I don't hang things from my mirrors. I don't put things on my dashboard. I'm a little bit boring like that. I will make customizations to my own vehicles when it comes to like seat colors and, trying to maybe get, like stripes through the interior. Like he had two-tone interiors, things like that. I will do that kind of stuff with my own cars, but like once I've got that, I don't add anything to it to clutter it. I'm a decluttered kind of guy. Maybe I'm boring, but I'm kind of a decluttered guy. So for paint, I know I was going blue and orange, but I mean, getting a custom paint color seems nice. Maybe we go with this purple. Or maybe we could darken the blue, make it a really vibrant blue. Hey, that's annoying. Let's go do that. I like that. That's a very brilliant blue, I wouldn't say it's not annoying. I just want it to be so bright that people look at it and go, wow, that's bright. That's kind of what I was going for. Oh, that's a matte finish? That's a glossy finish. Yeah, we'll go glossy finish. Is it only on... Oh, man. Do I have to do this on every individual part? Because it doesn't look like it's affecting the hood or the bumper. Oh, man. There needs to be a set all for this stuff. Because I have to buy it for each one. That's... okay. Yeah, and I have to confirm my changes every time, too, which is a little bit of a bummer, too. Like, there should just be... If I switch... Now it doesn't. So, like, sometimes it asks me to confirm, and then other times it doesn't. There we go. So every part of this car now should be... This is... Yes, very bright, brilliant, reflective. I just wish I could have, like chrome wheels or something. I know chrome is kind of out now. Black wheels would be better, but it is what it is. Definitely a customized car. Now, for this stuff, right? The windows, I feel like it's already kind of a fishbowl, and just the darkest tint possible would be better. I can't get the custom color, which I guess is whatever, but stock, darkened, tint. Yeah, I just want to tint the windows a bit because you're kind of in a fishbowl otherwise. So we just start to do that, and then let's go neons, because why not? We can get the orange neons. Because why not? Side skirt neons, front and rear. I think we just do the sides. Let's not go crazy with it or anything. Headlights could be orange, because of course, right? There, I like it. And then the horn, maybe, I don't know, let's see. It's very loud. It's very loud. I like it. We don't need NOS purge or anything like that. So this will be the new car. And it works now. I'm really happy it's not totally bugged. It works. That's good. So there we go. We don't need all around underglows. I do kind of wish the underglows would shut off when you get out of the car, though. The fact that they stay on constantly is a little bit annoying. And on top of that, I feel like, I'm being more critical here, but like this should be off. I'm not in the car. It's off. The car is off. This should be off. But then when I get in the car, if it's nighttime, I want that to be automatic. The lights should be on by default. I just feel like it should. But nobody should have orange lights like this. Nobody. Don't ever do this to your own cars. Yeah, but this, right, this is how we're going to get some fame, reputation, etc. So I've got custom elements in the vehicle now, and of course it needs new pictures like this too, because it doesn't have great pictures. So let's bring this over. And so now we exclusively sell customized vehicles. That's the new... We're under... Oh, right. No. This is paint. This is paint. I don't want paint. I want this. Yeah, can't do that. That's great. It doesn't let me override that. That's nice. So we go like this. Okay, now I don't have any sport parts or anything in there. I don't know if that actually matters. It may. We're going to test it out. Do you need sport parts to get fame, or is tuning it like this enough to get fame? So let's see. The nice thing about these customizations is you really only have to buy them once. You just buy them once and they're accessible, and then you can just install them. But it looks like it might be a per car thing. It's like I've unlocked the components for this vehicle specifically. We're going to put underglows on all of them so that you can clearly see it's going to be a very colorful lot when it's done. These are going to be sold tomorrow, and I'm actually not going to list this for sale until these are sold. Or I could. Okay. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? Okay. Let's do this. Let's get this. Let's get this done. I've been making fun of these vehicles, calling them ugly. Let's see what we can do with this monstrosity. Let's see what we can do, guys. Can we make this thing not ugly? I know some of you are just like, dude, that's already not ugly. It's a masterpiece. And then others of you are like, yes, please make this not ugly. I'm with you, ladder crowd. I'm with you. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay. So adding a spoiler. Oh, yeah, baby. There you go. Mm-hmm. Look at this one. I like you can add roof racks and stuff. All right, that's cool. I like that. Spoiler though. There we go. Front bumper. What can we do with this? Oh my god. It actually has a very custom look though. I like that. Oh my god. All right. Yes, this is the one. Big old front bumper. Love it. Side skirts. Okay. Yeah. Sure. It's just like a couple of steps. It's gonna be. I think the side skirts we can skip. None of them look particularly good here. I'm just gonna skip it. Rear bumper. I want this one because it matched the attitude of the front side of it. The hood. What can we do with this? I mean, we're gonna buy all the options, but I kind of feel like I want this one. I like how there's an option to have the engine just extruding out of it, right? For like hot rods and stuff. I like that. I probably would have chose like the mixture between these two, which is this. So I think I'm just going to settle with this one because it doesn't look ridiculous. Wheels. I actually might be able to improve these. We might be able to put like off-road wheels on this. Why don't we buy... it's a little dark. I kind of wish, since this is inside, I wish we had proper lighting on the car the whole time in here. This is a controlled environment, right? It shouldn't matter if it's dark outside. Let's give them this one. Oh, we have these. Why did I not see this before? We have these sliders. Did we always have these sliders? Now I have low pro tires. Holy crap. Why did I not see this? Guys, I'm sorry. I did not see this. I don't know how. How did I not see that? I really don't need the offset, though. That's kind of ridiculous. But, I mean, the rim size, right? We can definitely improve that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do this. But now I want to change the design, because now the design can be totally different. Oh, we have so many more options now. I don't think we want off-road tires. Yeah, we want something like this. But I wish I had a different material for the wheel, but this is fine. I don't think there's any way to stagger them. Would have been kind of cool to add that as a feature, devs. I don't know. Might be kind of niche, but like getting staggered wheels. If you don't know what that is, maybe you're younger, don't have a car, or you haven't bothered to look, right? So staggered wheels are when your rear wheels and your front wheels are different dimensions. Typically, rear wheels will be slightly wider, and that's by the not by this profile, but by the other one. I'm trying to describe it, but I don't know the word off the top of my head because I'm having a brain fart. Anyway, there'll be thicker tires right in the back. And typically sportier cars, racy type cars that are rear wheel drive specifically, or, that works with all wheel drive too. Like my car has them. But staggered wheels, you get a little bit more grip in the back is kind of the way that goes. You lose a little bit of range too, but they look more sporty. So anyway, upholstery. We're not, okay, so this is a total upholstery. I mean, purple, right? I think we go purple here. This thing's going to be big pimpin'. We're going to go to the paint shop next. I think we go for that. We go big pimpin' on this. Yeah, this is the wheel. Let's just take a look and see what the other ones are like, though. So this looks very stock. That is the stock wheel. There's no point in buying this one. I wonder if that's a mistake, devs. I wonder if that's a mistake. So this is exactly the same. You didn't change anything on that option. No reason to buy it. We go like this. Ooh, it's the only issue I have with it is it's so low res. Like a lot of these other wheels, they look a little bit, yeah, like this one looks sharper, right? The textures are sharper, but this one is like kind of cool. I probably would choose this one, but that wood grain is so low res. Not that I like, not what I like. Why would I care? I guess because that's like I'm not going to be in there. But I mean, I don't know. I kind of care. I think if we assume that it's not low res, then I guess probably this would be my wheel. Yeah, it probably would be this one. I guess if it wasn't, if we assume it's not low res, we clearly need dice in the mirror here. Oh. Okay, hang on. Okay, yeah, I was like, where are my dice? We need dice, and I want, like, pink dice. That's not how that works. Pink. Really hot pink dice. It's kind of matching the interior. That is not this color. These two things do not match as far as I can tell, but that's okay. That's as pink as I can go. So it's hot pink dice in the mirror, definitely. And then maybe nothing on the dash. Clean dash for this. I'm good with that. Paint shop. I mean, we're going big pimping on this, so I'm thinking we probably don't need to worry about glossiness and stuff. Just what are you changing? Okay, so you're leaving the wood grain. It's pink. We're going pink. Yeah, I think we go pink on this, and that's kind of nuts because I'm going to go back into the interior now, and I've decided that the purple is not pink enough for me, so we're going custom colors instead. Just need to see where that is right here. We're just going to go flat out pink everywhere, man. I mean, yeah, that is a customized car. Now, I don't think we need underglows on this thing. That's just not the style that this thing would have. I'm going to leave the tint custom as well. I do kind of wish it's a little bit of a niche thing probably, but feature request, can we get hydraulics? I'm just saying I want hydraulics, and if they're installed, put it in the menu over there on the right to have like a hotkey for raising and lowering the hydraulics, right? Maybe like page up and down. Yeah, I can ride low. I want like a low rider, but this I think is less ugly. Or less ugly. I could get behind this one. Hell yeah. Those big bumpers sticking out too. Heck yeah. All right, let's go like this. And then we've already changed everything there. Let's get new pictures for this car. I would probably, I don't know if it's possible because I wasn't really around, you know, as an adult when these cars were like in fashion, but is it possible to like rejuvenate or like stain, I guess, that wood to be a slightly different tone? That'd be kind of cool to restore the wood on these. I imagine it's possible because it's real wood, right? It's not fake. I don't think it was anyway. Anyway, so that's car number 2. It doesn't have underglows, but that's okay. I think that for that car, I wouldn't want underglows. Let me see what options they have for this van. We're getting into this, and you know what? This is probably the entire video, next video, is doing this. I think I've kind of run the clock on this video already. So tell you what we'll do. We'll pick up right here for the next one, and we'll start with this van. See what options we can do for this van. All right. And I did notice the sliders for the wheels. So we're going to be doing that probably on all of them because for most vehicles, I'm not a fan of the wheels on the cars for most of them. And this one is okay, but I'm going to make them bigger anyway. All right. Take it easy, guys. We'll be doing like pinstriping and decals and stuff on like the side of this van. It's like a lot more surface area on this one, but yeah. All right, take it easy. We'll pick up right here when we come back. Bye.